Hi everyone, Budget Stark here. Thanks again for tuning in. I am over at Toy Hunters, the sister store of Secret Base over in Hong Kong. This video is actually a comparison video, size comparison between the Hulk and other figures, the other Age of Ultron figures. It's a little bit of a shame that the Ultron that was here has been moved, but I know exactly how high it is when it was posed here. I'm just going to recap firstly on some basic information about the Hulk Age of Ultron version before we talk into the size of it, how it compares to other figures. So the basic info is that it's released around Q4 2015 in Hong Kong. So if you're in the US, if you bought from Sideshow, you should be expecting it probably Q1 2016. If you bought this overseas or in the UK, they should be getting it Q1, maybe Q2 2016. This stands at about 16.5 inches high in the posable body. It also has, in the deluxe version, a Hulk smash pose with those two fists above, which isn't movable. You can still crouch down with the body because the lower portion comes off, but you can't adjust the arms. You can just move the head and the legs on that power pose, essentially. So what's interesting is that people have been asking me, if I fit this in a det-off, they know the Hulk can pose in there, he squatted down a little bit. How about the Hulk smash version? Now I think you can see it straight away, it's not going to fit. If that is 16.5 inches, you're looking at about another 2.5 inches above that, just short of the ceiling height of this display cabinet. So even if you try and squat him down, he's either going to look very, very awkward, very unnatural pose. So probably the best solution is to get what's called, I think they're called U brackets or L brackets, that you can adjust the height of the det-off. That'll be pretty much necessary for this and Ultron. Let's talk about Ultron's height. When it was here, posed right there, if you haven't seen the Ultron height comparison figure, I'll put a link in the description below for those who are interested in knowing the height of that. That was exactly the same height as pretty much the middle of the fist at the top there. So the Ultron figure is around 18.5 inches, if it's 2 inches above Hulk's height. Remember, he's not quite standing upright, he's slightly bent, slightly squatted. So Ultron won't fit in a det-off either, even if you sort of squat him, because he does come with a diorama base as well. Remember that. There's these bases that you have to account for the height in this as well. The Ultron was on a base that's about an inch high or so, maybe a little bit more, so you have to factor all these in. If you plan on having Ultron, I would say without a base, be very careful how you pose him, because he could well be top heavy. The Hulk doesn't look as top heavy because he's got much stronger, thicker, more sturdy legs compared to Ultron. So if we have a look at Captain America to see how he compares height wise, here is Captain America. Now with the base, which is I would say about 3/4 of an inch, just under an inch in height, he stands just where the white line is, in that position. So if we go back to the Hulk, that same white line is just where the bottom of his chin is. So if you take off the base, if you plan on posing him or just for height purposes, you're looking at around an inch just above his nipple, just where the sort of the middle of his armpit is, that sort of height there, middle of the chest section. So he still stands quite monstrously above all the other figures. The same for Iron Man, Black Widow, Hawkeye. He's going to be towering over those guys, and Ultron will be above him as well. So that will give you an idea of how big Hulk and Ultron is. So just to summarize, if you boys want to get this deluxe version that has the Hulk smash, you better get those brackets to adjust the height of your det-offs. He'll fit in width-wise, no problem. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys found that useful. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys at the next video.